Hey guys, so welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Let's carry on where we left off. We found ourselves some new digs over here at the second to last Defense Academy. Home away from home, if you will. Question is why? Well, more like questions, but we're still going to use the word why. Why does this academy exist? Why was I ambushed during my exploration? Why were we knocked out for the entirety of, what was it, day 23, when our food stores were lit up in flames? Why am I now with other students more eccentric than the ones back at the Last Defense Academy? Why? Okay. I mean, I will say, I've started to tread the water a little bit in terms of theories, and I think I've come up with one, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, that man on fire, could he have some relation to Eito in some way? I did start to voice my concerns regarding him, though I will preface by saying Shoma isn't entirely off the hook either when it comes to shady events happening back at the Last Defense Academy. But with Eito, he's kind of had a problem with authority from the start, and just so happens, two people that he opposed have been sorted out, for lack of a better term. It doesn't help that we found Sirei where Eito had been ambushed, right, in the trash can, cut up to pieces. Nor does it help that he knew Hiriko was going to reveal a massive truth to the group. The thing is, I don't exactly have a proper motive yet, but I just want to throw out there a possible tie-in to the man on fire. Like, we know Eito has some kind of condition, right? We're not sure what it is, just that he has one. Didn't have anything physical on him. So, well, is it possible that his condition is, sometimes at night he'll spontaneously combust into undying flames? I mean, it would explain why there aren't any intruder alerts when he appears. So it's got to be someone already within the academy that hasn't tripped any alarms. I don't think they just teleport in. And, I don't know, doesn't he kind of vaguely resemble the man on fire? I do refrain from actually looking back on my previous episodes. Only in the editing room, that's it. It's done. I never look back. So I'm just basing it off my memory here. I mean, he also shows up to us because we're kind of his closest friend, right? We're the person he trusts the most, I want to say. So yeah, maybe he transforms after he's done the deed. Maybe he transforms before he does the deed. The deed of course, getting rid of either Sirei and Hiriko. Not to mention, actually, if he's already on fire, he could have taken Hiriko beyond the flames without needing an extinguisher, right? If he's already part of the undying flames. That's just something to think about. Of course, I could be way off base. I wouldn't be surprised if I am, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but the vibes aren't all there with that guy. You know what I mean? It's there with Shoma too, but he's just recently divulged a memory of the pods and a hospital that no one seems to have heard of. So I don't know. Maybe that's lending credence to the multiverse theory. I don't know. I'm just declaring it now for the record. Okay, so we can all either look back and laugh at how outlandish this was, or it could be my most triumphant moment. Either way, I'm locking in. Eito is either the man on fire, or maybe the man on fire is the real Eito, and the one we're dealing with is some kind of, I won't say clone, let's say imposter that's taken his identity, his place. Yeah, anyway, that's my theory tangent. It's always fun to speculate, especially with Kodaka and Uchikoshi at the helm. But yeah, let's not keep our new comrades waiting any longer, especially since I still have to remember their names. Kyoshika, Yugamu, and Kurara, and Nigu. Okay. So a migraine is only a commonplace ailment? I can't believe I was taken in by Lady Kurara's lies. Have you seriously never heard of a migraine before? Of course I've heard of it. I simply forgot, that's all. Forgive me. My life has been devoted to training ever since childhood. I'd never left the forest before coming here. I'm entirely self-taught when it comes to academics, so there are some things I might forget more than others. Like a migraine. Yes, totally. Something you need to write a thesis on to be able to grasp the concept. That must have been hard. I've never been good at studying on my own. Apart from, maybe learning my multiplication tables way back. Multiple? Don't tell me you've never learned those either. Of course. The, multiplicity tables. Oh, I know them well. They just slipped my mind for a moment. How exactly did you study? Did you carve stuff into the trees? With books, naturally. My grandmother had a formidable library of manga. I had no shortage of reference materials. Language, mathematics, history. Everything I know about life, I learned by reading manga. I swear I've heard this before. This kind of thing where someone's just learned everything off of manga and comic books. Please don't tell me she thinks everything she read actually happened. I think so. She's grinning to herself. Gamu, the ultimate assassin, part 2. You're probably creeped out by me being an assassin, right? Well, trust me, it's not as bad as you think. I don't like killing random people I don't even know, but it's the family business. I was born into it. Unfortunately for me, I was also born with a natural talent for it, so I don't have all that much choice in the matter. Someday, I'd love to break free and pick my own targets. You know, kill people I want to kill. It's a lifelong dream of mine. Killing for money is so impersonal. I want to meet someone who wants to murder me just as much as I do them. Who knows? If you play your cards right, maybe you and me will have that kind of relationship someday. I'll pass. Let's keep a healthy distance between us. How about that? Thank you. Kurara. You should consider it an honor to be allowed in my presence. If we were back at the complex, I'd never associate with your type. That's fine with me. I wouldn't want to hang out with someone who wears a giant tomato on their head either. That drab outfit of yours is made from regular cloth, too. How very mundane. Hey, I'm sure your clothes are all expensive designer brands, but in the end, they're just cloth too, you know. You're paying for the brand. I ought to wash your mouth out with industrial cleaner for that remark. This is no ordinary fabric. It's a one-of-a-kind material, handmade by my favorite idol group. They'd never done any weaving before, but people will do anything if you pay or threaten them enough. Oh, okay, well... Yeah, looks a bit loose and long. You made an idol group do that? Any chump with a few million in their bank account can buy designer brands. The true elite know how to go the extra mile and add real value to their purchases. This girl's got a real nasty attitude. I think all that money's gone to her head. Her money's a tomato? I mean, it is green.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I guess it all started when...
But before I could go on, the door to the gym swung open, and a bright, cheery voice cut across me.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Welcome back. When I heard it, my whole body tensed up and my heart started beating like crazy. It's a familiar voice. I knew that voice. Up until recently, I used to hear it practically every day. But it couldn't be. Could it? I had to know. I turned to face the door. When I saw who had just walked in, my heart beat even faster. So fast I thought it might burst out of my chest.
Sorry it took so long. I hope I didn't make you worry.
That voice. Why do you have question marks on your name?
Of course we worried. How many times have we told you not to venture beyond the school without an escort?
I'm sorry. I just thought I might be able to find some kind of clue, no matter how small.
Hello, hi, it's me, hi.
I haven't given up on Moko yet. She's got to be out there somewhere.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
It's you! Wow, you're finally awake.
What do you mean, it's... Oh no, we just had this conversation in my dream. What would you if you forgot about me?
Are you feeling better? We've been taking care of you the best we can, but it was starting to seem like you'd never come around.
Mr. Sumino? Something the matter?
How'd you get here?
Karuha.
The moment I said her name, the dam broke. I couldn't hold myself back anymore. Oh no, she doesn't know who we are.
Karuha! You're alright?
We don't even know if this is Karua.
What are you doing here? They haven't been making you fight too, have they?
Let me go!
Sorry.
What do you think you're doing? Grabbing my hand like that?
What do you mean? What's the problem? I'm just so happy to see you, Karuha.
And why do you keep calling me Karuha?
What's your name?
I have no idea who that is.
Are you a clone? Oh, this is awkward. Sorry. Yeah, thought you were someone I knew.
Huh?
I think you've got me confused for someone else. I'm not this Karuha person you keep talking about.
Of course, you don't want to divulge your identity here in front of these wackos. Yeah, I got you. Wink, wink. Okay, yeah, oh, sorry. Didn't know that was... I got you mixed up.
My name is Nozomi Kirifuji. See? Our names aren't even similar.
Of course. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Jump scare, again. Nozomi? She's not Karuha? Did I make a mistake? No, that can't be right. You look exactly like her. Surely they didn't share VAs, right? Your hairstyle is a little different, but your voice is exactly like I remember it. How could two completely unrelated people be so alike? You are Karuha! Now stop fooling around. You got me. Okay, whoa, I'm punked. I got Darumi, now I'm getting Karuha. You know, you've had your fun. So please just... Before I could say any more, a metallic sound rang out. And the next thing I knew, somebody had a blade pressed to my throat. Stand down, Sir Takumi. Be forewarned, my holy Jumonji sword is a sacred blade that actively seeks out the blood of the wicked. I am not the one who decides who I cut down with it. The sword has a mind of its own. Hence, I ask thee, holy Jumonji sword, is this young man our next target? Does he possess a wicked heart? Even if I did, I'm just gonna, revive at the Revive-O-Matic, Oh, he totally does. The wickedest. Wait, does the Revive-O-Matic here have, my template, my DNA, my genes? Haven't we met somewhere before? Oldest pickup line in the book. I've seen fraudsters in cheap suits sucker in tons of helpless victims that way. And let's not forget the impropriety of touching a girl without her consent. Why would he do that, if not to stain Nozomi's fair hand with his own fluids? I touched her hand, I didn't, squirt on him. What kind of fluids? The indecent kind. Trust me, Kyushka. You'll be doing the world a favor by separating this oaf's head from his body. That's quite enough. There will be no beheadings here today. Mr. Sumino, I really must insist that you calm down. This young lady is Nozomi Kirifuji. She's a member of this unit. None of us have even heard of this Karuha you speak of. You've got it all wrong, old boy. It's time you accepted that. I was wrong? You're not... They're all saying this girl isn't Karuha. Is it true? Did they just look the same? How is that possible? They're completely identical. What is going on here? Things are making even less sense than usual. What do you say, Mr. Sumino? Feeling a little less frantic now? That groan says otherwise. I can't believe it. I won't. But if I keep pushing it, they'll only think I'm unstable or dangerous and try to lock me up. Or worse. I'll lose my head. I need to be smart about this.
Hey!
Sorry. I made a mistake. I guess I got carried away. I'm still a little out of it from whatever knocked me out. And you look so much like this girl I know. Seeing her... after all this time, I couldn't help myself. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm sorry. It's okay. You just took me by surprise, that's all. There was no real harm done. But you did grab my hands pretty aggressively. I don't blame you for being confused. I'm sure you've been through a lot. You shouldn't be so lenient with him, Nozomi. This is why unattractive commoners like you get taken advantage of. You're always so quick to see the worst in everyone, Kurara. Including me, apparently. If you forgive him, Lady Nozomi, then the holy Jumonji sword need not spill blood today. A true warrior fights for justice, not blind revenge. With a flourish, Kyoshka finally sheathed her sword, and I breathed a sigh of relief. Sheesh, why is she carrying a katana around anyway? I mean, isn't that our weapon of choice? Our class weapon?
Oh.
Yeah, the girls here can be kind of intense. You gotta be careful around them. I mean, looks like you got your own harem here, that's for sure. You do a little thing, like walk around the school naked. Suddenly everyone's all off with his head. Oh. Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of that. What kind of degenerate wanders around a public space in the buff? Don't you have any shame? You were letting it all hang out. 'Twas a sight I'll never forget. Let's change the subject, shall we? Mr. Sumino, I think it's time you told us what you're doing here. What's happening over at Last Defense Academy? Well, isn't that a story? We'll be here till day 30. Oh, right, I almost forgot. I pulled myself together and told everyone what we'd been through in the last few weeks. About Sirei being dismembered and hidden in the ruins. About Hiroko taking over as leader, then going missing. About us being drugged and losing all our food. And finally, about how we'd gone out to search for new supplies, only to be caught in the storm, and how I'd gotten knocked out at some point. That just about covered everything. Well, man, that's heavy. Sounds like you've really been through the ringer. Probably because they were all useless peasants on that side. You know, like Kyoshka. Useless? Together with the holy Jumonji sword, I am the finest swordswoman in all the land. Has it been hard for you all this time? You know, we made it work somehow. The way she acted when she was concerned, her facial expression, the tone of her voice, they were all just as I remembered them. I could try to tell myself Karuha and Nozomi were different people, but with all these similarities, my brain would never accept it. You even let your commander get eliminated right under your noses. Just how dense can you possibly be? Well, to be fair, it's more on the CEO for trying to lead from the front, is it not? Oh, yeah, I didn't think Nigo would be taking it very well. Good grief. I think all this info has been too much for Nigo. That's what happens when all the intelligence reports come all at once. Wake up, you pathetic lump of scrap metal! Or do you want to take a one-way trip to the recycling center? After a merciless barrage of whacks on the head from Kurara, Nigu finally seemed to regain his senses.
Wow!
The Honorable Sirei? Killed? Dismembered? No! How did it happen? Did the invaders get into your school somehow? We think so. That's the only explanation I can think of anyway. Unless, you know, maybe Sirei saw Eito was leaving and tried to stop him, and then Eito didn't take kindly to it. If their stealth units are anything like the ninja of yore, winning this war will be even harder than we anticipated. The holy Jumonji sword agrees, by the way. Okay. Oh, cool. You don't have to tell us everything your stupid sword says. You're ruining the flow of the conversation. No, Sirei. My honorable Sirei, how can this be? And you, quit your blubbering or I'll crack open your head and restore your factory settings. Anyway, now that I've told you how things stand on our side, can you tell me some more about this school? There's still some stuff I don't quite understand. Why haven't you been in contact with us? Especially when you don't hear anything from Sirei for a few days, and by a few days I mean like 20? What, you think everything's peachy over there? You don't send someone to like scout ahead? Why was this school classified? Like no one knew of its existence except potentially Hiroko, who, I don't know. They haven't countered the fact that I said Hiroko is missing, so she's probably not here. Where the hell did she end up? What's the matter? Is that thing about the multiplicity table still bothering you? No, I've moved on from that. Worry not. It was all a jest. There's no way I'd be ignorant of such a basic concept. Ha ha ha. You'll have to get used to my sense of humor, Sir Takumi. Oh, yeah. I'll take me some time to acclimate to it, but I'll do my best. I hope I find someone to share my bloodlust with some day. Okay, you're still on about this, are you? Killing someone who wants to kill you just as much? Now that's love. Do you really think you deserve to speak to someone of my standing whenever you want? Well, why do you look so... Oh, okay. I guess I can understand why you look so offended. Get on your knees and show some respect! I'm good. I mean, look, she even has the same kind of boots. Right? Is something wrong? Huh? Oh, no, sorry, it's nothing. Her voice and her expressions are just like I remember. The only thing that's different is her hair. She has to be Karuo. What's going on here? First of all, this school is called Second to Last Defense Academy, right? Do you also have something you're fighting to protect from the invaders? Yes, in a sense. We have a closely guarded defense room, just like the one at your last defense academy. These brave young people have been tasked with keeping its contents safe from... how does it go? Oh yes, from the vile and barbaric enemy. There's a defense room here as well. And what's in that room exactly? All I've heard is that it's something that will mean the end of humanity if the invaders get it. Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. What is it, the sun? Like, why do you have one? And does it matter which school gets taken down? Do they need all the defense academies to fall? Do they just need one? It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. Sorry, I'm getting my voices mixed up now. It's just, there's so many I have to do, okay? World death. Okay, what do we mean by world death? Do we mean, like, the world as in planet Earth being annihilated? Or do we mean world as in this multiverse, this world, compared to the other worlds where there are other versions of us? World death? What's that? I beg your pardon. You don't know about world death? Didn't the Honorable Sirei tell you? This is the first I've heard of it. What is it? What does it mean? Tell me before you die too. Oh dear, now I've put my foot in it. If the Honorable Sirei didn't see fit to share this information with you, what right am I to contradict him? To get it out of me with such underhanded tactics, have you no honor, sir?
Hey!
You mentioned it first. The Honorable Sirei would never have let this happen. I blame my inferior specs. But that's the last you'll hear from me. I'll not fall for your tricks again. You must have the authority to tell me now that Sirei's gone, right? So what's the problem? No. It doesn't work that way. Superior officers' orders must be obeyed unless explicitly rescinded. I don't think he can rescind anything anymore. His mouth, one of it's on one quadrant of this cube, the other part's on another, and so on and so forth. Guess that's all I'm getting. World death. Sounds nasty. But what is it? Some kind of natural disaster? Or the name of an organization, maybe? And whatever's in the defense room is the key to defeating it. Or them? I have no idea what it could be. But if there's one here too, why do they only have 4 people protecting it? No, I think there's 5. Our Karuo lookalike, Nozomi, said she was looking for someone else, right? Okay, so you're just repeating the same stuff. Okay. Was there anything else in here? It's just the monitor, right? You get a monitor, everyone gets a monitor! If you don't mind me asking, is this your entire unit? You've been fighting the invaders with just the 4 of you? There were 5 to begin with, but our 5th member sacrificed herself during our last battle. Sacrificed? At our school, we can't die in battle. Isn't it the same here? So there's 4 girls and 1 guy here? Oh no, we have a revivomatic and corpse recovery drones too. Bringing our fallen comrades back isn't an issue. But this one wasn't killed. She allowed herself to be taken prisoner by the other side. The invaders take prisoners? She was too far away for the drones or the revivomatic to be of use. But by now, they probably... Don't say it. Moko is alive. She has to be. Moko? Yes, that was her name. Moko Mojiro. A most considerate and kind-hearted student. By which he means she had a disgustingly positive attitude. She never hesitated to throw herself in harm's way to keep the rest of us safe. If it wasn't for her, the school would have fallen to the invaders by now. We all owe her our lives. Lady Moko had the heart and soul of a true hero. Without her, we are like the 47 Ronin without Oishi. I told you she's not dead. She's still out there, somewhere. Maybe Hiriko's with her too. She wouldn't give up that easily. So I won't give up on her. I'll find her and get her out of whatever invader prison they've taken her to. So, in answer to your earlier question, yes, it's just the 4 of them defending the school now. That seems kind of small. We started with 10 people at our school. Yes, there's a reason for that. You see, the difference between your school and ours is... Oh my, that was a close one. You almost had me leaking confidential information, you cunning trickster, you... Seriously, all I did was ask a question. We may be small in number, but we make up for it in other ways. Everyone here is an elite fighter. On the other hand, I'd wager there are students at your school who are still a little green on the battlefield, yes? Well, some people aren't even a color, because they haven't fought. That's true. Even I'm not used to it yet. They're all elite fighters? Even her? Karuha, a seasoned fighter at home on the battlefield? I don't see how that could be possible. Maybe Nozomi really is a different person. There are other differences between last and second to last Defense Academy as well. For instance, we don't have any undying flames here. What? So there's no wall of fire? Alas, no. After all, the thing generating the flames is... Oh, another close one. You'll get no more secrets out of me, you scoundrel. How many times are we going to do this? Please, stop balancing off the precipice of truth and just tell me. Anyway, because of our weaker defenses, the enemy attacks here are that much fiercer. But everyone's done a spiffing job of fighting them off. Of course we have. We're the only ones who can. You sound so calm about it. Didn't you ever have any doubts? Weren't you confused, being brought here and forced to fight? Sure, a little. But it's what we were sent here to do. It's our mission.
Huh?
Our mission? Are you guys on the 100-day time limit too? Is it day 28 for you guys also? Or is it just us? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us, above all others, to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. Missions? Responsibilities? There's a lot of serious stuff going on here. Almost like they're kind of transparent with each other compared to us. The Karuha I know would never talk like that, even in a messed up situation like this. Save the inspirational speeches, Nozomi. We've been through all this before. This is a textbook case of noblesse oblige. As one who stands at the peak of society's upper echelons, it's my duty to protect the ignorant masses. Of course, sorry for getting carried away. Nay, your speeches are a delight, Lady Nozomi. They never fail to fill me with determination. Same. We were all on the fence when we first arrived, but you soon had us rallying around to fight the good fight and whatnot. That, and you convinced me it'd be a good experience for my future hits. Wow. It sounds like the debate on whether or not to participate went in a totally different direction over here. Probably because there were fewer of them, right? Fewer there are, I guess it's easier for them to bond, and compared to us, where it's like there's too many of us. It takes one dissident to start infecting the others. Here, an early majority can like rally around and convince the minority, I think, and all because of Nozomi. That too. No one at our academy ever tried to frame the war as a mission or responsibility or anything like that. We only concentrated on how unreasonable it all felt. I'm amazed she was able to put such a positive spin on it. Is something wrong? No, sorry, it's nothing. Nothing's wrong. You can stop asking me that now. I'm sorry. She and Karuha may look and sound the same, but I'm starting to see how different they are personality-wise. That still doesn't explain all the similarities, though.
Huh?
So, what are you gonna do now, Takumi? You could stay and fight the invaders with us if you want. It'd be nice to have another guy around. Not because I'm planning on checking you out in the bath or anything like that. I don't know where you'd get such an idea. I mean, if I'm gonna sneak a peek at your body, I'd want to do it a lot more exposed than that, you feel me? Did you get a peek at me while I was knocked out? Just say it right now. Nothing about what he said makes me want to stay. Naturally, it'd be an honor to have you join our ranks, but I'm afraid that simply won't do. We have a plan in place, and we need to stick to it. I'll be returning you to your own academy. You will? How? Is there a hidden passage between the two? Nothing different still? Okay, let's proceed. Oh my gosh. Nozomi, please, just move out of the way a little bit. Thank you. You mean I can get back to Lost Defense Academy from here? Yes, indeed. By using a certain transport method, we can be there in less than a day. What transport method is that? Why, the school bus, of course. We have a special model parked in our garage. What, like an actual bus? Or the magic school bus? Why do you have one of those? Sometimes it's necessary for us all to travel further afield for special missions and the like. Oh, that was meant to be classified information. I can't say anything around you, can I? You can say anything. Please, feel free to speak. Why'd you have to divulge something that's completely... Well, I won't say completely, but, you know, there are other things you could have told me that I'm itching to know. Yeah, that sums it all up. I'm just going to ignore that, okay? At any rate, it sounds like I'll be going back soon. I'm not elite enough for this crew. Honestly, I don't know how to feel right now. I'm worried about the others, of course, but this will mean leaving her too. You know, the next best thing to Karuha. Someone who looks and speaks like her. We can give you some of our surplus food supplies to take with you. That is why you ventured out in the first place, is it not? Oh, right. Yeah. Thanks, that'd be a big help. Isn't that taking hospitality too far? Why should we waste our hard-earned supplies on this funny Pages reject and his goofball friends? That's rich coming from someone like her. I'll eat your head! I'm hungry! We need everyone in both academies to do their part, or all our efforts will be for naught. What does that mean exactly? Losing the Honorable Sirei will be a considerable blow to the war effort. It means we'll need to completely overhaul our strategy going forward. You mean Sirei was the one in charge of everything before? Damn it! I guess he's so afraid of leaking any more secrets that he's just not going to answer. When are we going to leave? Right now? No, I think it's a little late in the day for that. We'll need time to get the supply packages together too. Let's set our departure time for tomorrow morning. Does that work for you, Mr. Sumino? Yeah, that's fine with me. Tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be able to talk with Nozomi some more before then, if she wasn't creeped out and wants a restraining order against me. I need to be sure about whether she's really Karuha or not. I won't feel right about leaving if I can't get that straight first. All this time, my main reason for fighting has been so I could see Karuha again. And now... Hey, peasant! Take those filthy eyes of yours off Nozomi! Huh? I see the way you're looking at her. The way your gaze roams up and down her legs is painfully transparent. You're already fantasizing about all the indecent things you want to do to her, aren't you? Pervert, degenerate, archmage of immorality. What? No, of course not. You'd better lock your door tonight, Nozomi. You wouldn't want this lech casting his splooge spell on you. My what? Excuse fucking me? I can stand guard for you. I will cleft the miscreant in twain at the first sign of trouble. Well, this stinks. Jeez. Don't sweat it, man. You know how girls love threats of violence. How about you come grab a bite with me tonight? Maybe after you can come back to my room, and I'll demonstrate some of my favorite give you a relaxing massage. Is it the last thing I'll ever feel?
Hey!
I think I'll pause, okay? I'm just gonna stay in my own room. Forget it. God. Can't have shit at the Lost Defense Academy. If I couldn't talk to Nozomi, I wanted to be alone. I took some food back to the room that had been assigned to me and ate it there. Oh, wow, a lot to take in on day 28, week 4. No matter how much I tried to relax or distract myself, there was only one thing on my mind: Nozomi. What does it mean? The resemblance was uncanny. She and Karuha could be twins. No, it went even beyond that. Apart from the hairstyle, their appearance, speech, and body language were exactly the same. So what are we thinking? This is Karuha if her dad was still alive and didn't crash his car, saving her life? Maybe? And she became a formidable fighter in her universe? For going with that theory? Does she have a secret twin sister? I feel like her mother's research is gonna come into play at some point. It couldn't be a coincidence. All the logical arguments in the world wouldn't convince me otherwise. Then again, Nozomi is so calm and stoic. Karo would probably be freaking out if she were here now. And if she really were Karo, why would she hide it from me? What if... What if she has amnesia? Could that be why she doesn't know me? I just need to bop her on the head, really hard. Maybe with a lead pipe, like I was hit. I can't let it end like this! I can't just leave without finding out the truth! I'd been sitting on the bed, but I got up now. It was time for action. I have to clear this up, or I'll always have it hanging over me. I have to talk to her, alone. If I have to get cleft in twain to get to her, then so be it. I can always come back with a revive-o-matic anyway. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what Nozomi has to say. Okay, let's go. Here I go. Mustering up the courage, I made my way toward the door. Is it locked? But right as my hand fell on the doorknob... What? An alarm? Oh boy. There was no doubt about it. It was the same blaring siren and flashing lights I'd seen and heard so many times before. If this really is Karo, I should be freaking out, right? Enemy attack! The invaders are coming!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
I gotta say, I really love the sound of the alarm and just this PA system announcing the intruder alert. Gets me hyped every time.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I don't know, it kind of just reminds me of XCOM, I guess. And, I love XCOM. I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's take out these invaders. Mobilize, mobilize. Again, you can't have shit here at the Second to Last Defense Academy. We're just gonna go along with it. Suddenly I was in fight or flight mode. My heart was racing. My blood was pumping. My whole body was trembling. Well, this is our chance, right, to prove ourselves and to maybe get to know Nozomi a little bit. I threw the door open and dashed outside. Oh, you're panicking, are you? Oh, I know I said I wanted some time alone with Nozomi, but this was hardly the time or the place. Are you going to fight with us, Takumi? Uh-huh. I kind of ran out of the room without thinking, but... Yeah, of course. I can't just stand by and do nothing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Their attacks have been getting worse lately. Will you be fighting too, Nozomi? Huh? Oh, yes. Naturally. That's the reason I'm here, after all. It's all up to all of us to fight, to keep humanity safe. Karo was more timid than most people. A real scaredy cat. She'd go out of her way to avoid any kind of conflict, even in a place like this, with so much on the line. She'd never have chosen violence so easily. But maybe she was inspired when we did it to protect her, calling it the natural thing to do. That's something she'd never say. Are you okay? You're looking a little pale. I'm fine. It's embarrassing to admit this, but... I've never liked sirens. Ever since I was little. Oh god.
I don't like sirens.
Why? But I just have to get over it. This is no time to freak out. Nozomi raised both hands and gave her cheeks a light slap. Okay. That should do it. You sure you'll be alright? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Besides, the others are probably in the war room already. We shouldn't keep them waiting. You're right. Let's go. Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the war room. So I was neighbors with Kurara, huh? Oh my goodness. Good gracious, another enemy attack. Everybody remain calm. Stay fucking calm. You're the one who needs to calm down. Forgive me. It's just... we've barely had time to recover since the last one. I'll be counting on you all to do your best out there. That includes you too, Mr. Sumino. Before we start, I just want to check. Can your revival-matic bring me back if I die out there? Oh, yes. The DNA records are shared between the two schools. It will work for any student from either academy. The same goes for the ones at the main campus. Okay, good. It looks like this could be a tough one. There's a lot of invaders out there and no wall to keep them out. Our weaker defenses make us an easier target. They're even more aggressive about attacking us than they are at Last Defense Academy. Time for another round of meaningless killings. You're breaking my heart here. Don't let that discourage you. The Tokyo residential complex is depending on us. Nigo, I'll be expecting something sweet when this battle's over. Have it ready by the time I get back. How do you even eat?
As you wish.
Kashiwa mochi and kombucha tea for me, please. As you wish. You're such an old lady, Kyoshika. Why don't you try some maritosi for a change? Mari what? Oh, you never heard of maritoso? How out of touch can you be? What a freak. Oh, of course I know it. I've gazed upon it many times. Window shopping is for cheapskates. You can't assess a pastry's worth just from looking at it. Break it up, you two. We can try a bunch of different snacks together later. But first, we have to deal with the invaders and make sure we'll still have a school to come back to. Don't worry. We can do it if we try. I guarantee it.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
There she goes again. What is it? She has to be.
Well then, I suppose we should get started. Defensive battle? Initiate!
Alright, let's stab ourselves. Ugh. She has to be. Is it as simple as amnesia? Woohoo! Just gonna say, she's got a sweet muscle suit. I like how they focus on her transformation too. Five of us. Everyone looks so cool. I love the art design by this artist. I forget his name, I'm sorry. But it all just looks super sweet. There are a lot of them, but there's a lot of us too. Okay.
Is everyone ready to begin? Miss Kirifuji, is your artificial class armor working all right?
Artificial.
Yes, no problems here.
Because you didn't stab yourself with hemoanima.
Artificial class armor?
Yes, it's a long story, but mine is a little different from yours.
But you still yelled out, didn't you?
Different how?
Annihilate all enemies. Alright, no commander to take out this time. It's just literally murder everyone. We can do this, right? Only 2 waves. Let's find out what everyone does. Kurara, she recovers 3 HP to structures within 8 space structures. So not just the generator, there are other structures as well. She has flight. It's not hindered by terrain or other units.
I've got this!
Kurara is a defender specializing in base defense. She can use craft to make devices that operate automatically every turn. Okay, so she's like an engineer. Whenever a specialist skill, Special Crafting, is activated, 3 HP is restored to any devices placed in the surrounding 8 spaces. Repair the barrier generator and defend the base.
Miss Osuzuki can craft special traps.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
They are quite useful for gaining an advantage in a defensive battle. Who are you explaining this to? Who?
Me, Takumi, right? Yeah, not the guy controlling him.
It doesn't matter. You peasants need to protect me at all costs.
Wait, her shovel's like a broomstick?
I will exterminate the invaders with my superior firepower.
Gotcha. Ozuki Nightmare. Whack an enemy in front with a shovel. Flex stun. Does 2 damage. Craft mounted turret. Craft a turret that fires at the start of each turn. Max allowed 2, HP 5. Deals 2 damage to all enemies in range. Okay. That's M turret. Defensive stance, dash, that's all regular. What about Yugama here? Special biology, attack +2 against enemies with status effects. So if she stuns someone, I guess we can do an extra 2 damage to them.
I can't wait.
Yugamu is an attacker specializing in status abnormalities. He automatically gains attack +2 when attacking an enemy with a status abnormality from his special skill, Special Biology.
Killing out in the open like this just doesn't sit right with me. Murder's supposed to be a private, intimate experience.
Right.
And here I am, doing it in front of everyone. I feel so dirty. Everyone, look away. I don't want you to see me like this. Don't look at me.
It's okay, my eyes are entirely fixed on Karo/Nozomi.
No. Wait. Look at me. I want your burning, judgmental gazes to sink into my very soul.
Twisted Whip. Attack 1. Slashes enemies in front within a large area. Inflicts attack -1 on targets. Okay, does that count as a status ailment? Decreasing their attack. There's us. There's Nozomi. Special health. Recovers 1 HP to allies within 8 spaces when user moves.
I'm prepped and ready.
That's cool. Nozomi is a support specialist that can heal and protect allies. In addition to being able to heal HP, status abnormalities, and fatigue, she's the only one capable of removing stun. Whenever a specialist skill, Special Health, is activated, 1 HP is restored to allies in the surrounding 8 spaces.
Ah, yes. I forgot to explain about Miss Kirifuji. For most of you, your battle gear is a representation of your willpower, channeled through the medium of hemoanima. However, Miss Kirifuji is a special case. For whatever reason, her abilities haven't developed in quite the same way.
For whatever reason, we don't know. Classified.
As such, she has to make do with artificial substitutes.
How did she get here? Didn't you need to use hemoanima to transport yourself to the academy?
I only have a little hemoanima, so I can't manifest class armor or weapons or use specialist skills on my own. If Nigo hadn't made these to supplement my abilities, I wouldn't be able to fight at all.
Oh, it's just a little something I'd been working on in my spare time. I honestly never expected anyone would have to use them.
Suspicious.
But don't take young Miss Kirifuji lightly. Her attacks still pack plenty of punch.
I'd expect nothing less.
The Revive-O-Matic won't work for her, though. So I'd ask you to help her to retreat if things get dicey.
Right, because she doesn't have enough hemoanima.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
What happens if she falls? Does she just
Did
retreat?
I mention she's a fine strategist? Even without big flashy attacks, she's turned the tide of battle in our favor countless times. I must admit, it is a trifle odd that the hemoanima doesn't work for Miss Kirifuji like it does for everyone else. I've never seen anything like it before.
We need to probe her, like, dreams. What does she dream about? Does she dream about us like we did with her? I mean, clearly not. She didn't recognize us.
But such anomalies are bound to come up now and then, statistically speaking. And it wouldn't be right for us to discriminate against her for being different.
Anyway, that's enough talk. We need to concentrate on the battle.
Yeah, thankfully these invaders are being very kind and allowing me to introduce myself to the team, and vice versa. Rescue Bullet. Fire a bullet that heals all allies within range. Heals allies' status effects and recovers 3 HP. Also heals fatigue. Paralyze Bullet. Fire a bullet that paralyzes enemies. Inflicts stun on target. Flight +2. So if they have the ability to fly, it will do extra damage. Thank you for letting me know. That was why Gaku did extra damage. He had that. Alright. Kyoshika. Special Bushido. Attack +2 against lone enemies.
2 arms!
Attacker that can deal heavy damage to lone enemies. Enemies are lone when there are no other enemies in the adjacent spaces in any cardinal direction. Her special skill, Special Bushido, automatically gives her plus attack. Okay.
Holy Jumanji sword! Let us unleash chaos on the battlefield together! By my hand, evil shall be cast down! Nin nin nin!
Nin nin nin.
Miss Magadori, I don't know how to break this to you, But the nin chant is for ninja, not samurai.
I thought you was trying to say 999. Nin, nin, nin. Cool. So her sword glows, mine does not.
I think you're mistaken, Nigo. This is the traditional technique of the hidden village where I trained.
Hidden villages are also a ninja thing.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Okay. Unleash a diagonal slash in front. Ignores armor when calculating damage. Okay, that could have been why Takumi died in the previous episode, despite the fact he had armor. Maybe the enemy had an armor-piercing skill. Okay. Right, well, shall we commence? We've kind of been procrastinating a little bit here. I'm just wary. I need to familiarize myself with everyone's attacks.
I'm good to go.
Twisted Whip. Like, that only does 1 HP.
My turn!
We can do our Impact Stab, or we can do our Side Slash. Like this, maybe? Get things started. I committed to that attack really quickly. I should have thought about it a little bit more, I think. We could do this.
There! All right.
And
here we go.
Another Side Slash over here.
Take this! Got it!
Just culling them one at a time. Alright. Lone enemies, you say. Well, there's quite a few here that aren't lone.
Let us begin.
We could do this. Counter armor. Add armor +2 when hit by an enemy. Okay. So he's gonna gain armor when he's hit.
Yeah!
Like so. Skills with armor piercing will damage both armor and HP.
Onward.
But we ignore armor, don't we?
Hiya!
So we'll do just that.
I've got you.
I'll put an end to this.
Should I craft a turret? Where do we want to put it? Like here? Maybe? We're probably going to take a bunch of damage with Takumi over there. So what if we put it like here? Might as well see what it does. Right? This is our chance to experiment. I guess it's also an effective, like, distraction. Enemies will attack it rather than us. Ah, right. That's the radius. I should have considered that. But then again, I didn't know where these guys were going to move, so...
Let's get to the killing.
Twisted Whip. That takes out 4, that takes out 4, that takes out 4. Takes out 3, but does damage to this guy. Yeah.
I've got this.
Impact Stab.
Let us begin.
Jumanji Slash. Do something like this. That's a lone enemy over there. That
My
does
apology. Onward.
quite a lot of damage, doesn't it? This guy's lone, so that'll do more damage here as well. What's a good... Can I do better than this? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to commit to that. That'll take him that plus to 2 HP.
Hiya!
Ready when you are.
Do an impact stab.
Yeah! All right.
Cool.
2 arms.
He's not loned, so technically he won't die. But we can do some more
You've left
damage.
yourself open. Onward. Flash.
One more.
I've got you.
I'm
Okay.
good to go.
And then we can do Twisted Whip here. Get rid of him.
Stings, doesn't it?
Let's put a barrier. Okay, that That went well. We've got our voltage up. You can't attack them.
Let us begin.
So let's take care of this for you. Ah. They're not quite where I want them to be.
Say when.
You can't reach, but...
Time for me to move.
Garu can. He can do a whip here. Like so. Let's do it like this.
This may hurt.
Cool.
Locked and loaded.
We can do a rescue bullet here. This heals fatigue, right?
I'll patch you up.
I appreciate it.
Cool.
I can't wait.
And then you can finish these guys off.
Stinks, doesn't it?
Alright, not bad. I'm liking this crew and their abilities. I need to get used to the turret, though.
Looking good, Takumi. You're quite the seasoned fighter, huh? You've been doing this long?
4 weeks.
Probably not as long as you guys.
Besides, if we're talking seasoned fighters, you're literally an assassin. The other person grew up in a hidden village, apparently. She acts like these battles are something routine, almost normal. Maybe it's the weird armor, but the way she moves is just so detached, so emotionless. Kind of reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. The Karo I know would never act like that. Not in a million years. I guess I really was.
Look sharp, everyone! The next wave is on its way!
No, there are too many similarities to write this off as a coincidence.
According to these readings, they're strong. I think they have a commander with them.
Commander? Jesus. But yeah. One thing that's similar is a coincidence. Maybe even two. But 3 is a pattern. Whoa. What are you things? I wonder if there's any way to translate what they're saying.
For the love of murder. Something tells me this one's not gonna go down easy.
It's a different commander than the one that took Moko away.
Oh, really? So that other commander's still breathing.
Its malice positively chokes the air. The holy Jumanji sword yearns to be set loose on it.
Well, seeing your abilities and how hard you can hit, I'm all for it.
What a vulgar little abomination, standing there so defiantly. Don't you know who I am?
Nobody does. You've got a tomato on your head.
You are in the
Oh God,
presence of
it's
an
ripening.
old Suzuki. Get on your knees and show some respect. Keep it up, everybody. You must not let the Academy fall.
Oh man, I live for this music too. Oh man, I love this game.
Got it. Let's do this.
Okay, wave 2. Do we just need to defeat the commander here? Squad 3 commander. Alright. Why do they even bother attacking?
Commander's high agility makes it tricky to catch.
I was gonna say, why do they even bother attacking the Last Defense Academy when this place is so much more vulnerable with fewer troops defending it?
Miss Osuzuki's traps would of course work, but defensive devices could be effective as well. You should try them out.
Defensive devices? Strategic material. You can now use strategic materials. Items. There are traps you can use to defend the base, as well as enhancements that will boost your stats. Strategic materials can be used without consuming AP or becoming fatigued, and are fully replenished for each battle. Okay, cool. So we got little things there. Daramar and Tubulas prioritize attacking set objects, so putting down metal fences is highly effective for protection. You can also use them to cordon off enemies. Alright, I need to familiarize myself with what Daramar and Tubulas are. I think Tubulas are the big guys, and Daramars are those orange ones. Annihilate enemy boss. Okay. So we just need to focus fire on Squad 3 Commander. He's got 45 HP. No, you're a telepath. You're a Tobula. Oh, sorry, you guys are the Daramar. Gotcha. Lago Mortar. Okay, well, we need to balance our need to destroy the commander with, immediate trying to survive, right? So let's start. Wait, what? I can't select you? I guess this is like a strategic material tutorial right now.
Time for me to move.
Attack potion. User gains attack +1, move +3, heals fatigue, defense, armor +3, mental fence. Place a barricade to hinder enemy movement. It has 5 HP. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, let's
Say when.
put it right in front of us, I guess. Right there?
Time to use it.
Okay. Doesn't cost AP. Good to know. How do we want to do this?
Good to go. Let's get to the killing.
Start with.
I'll take care of this.
We can inflict a stun on a target. So if we did that, he will get attack +2.
I'll put an end to this.
Trying to think of the most optimal way to do this. Sorry, give me a second. Because I also want to make him lone too. That'll help with doing damage. Let's go here.
See what greatness looks like.
He's stunned.
I'm good to go.
Twisted whip. Cool. Alright, I'm down to 1 AP. This was not smart. But they are kind of barricaded away, so that helps.
Leave it to me.
It's +3.
Here we go.
Impact stab. Will this damage my fortification? I don't think it will.
Time for me to move.
I'll get you to do another twisted whip here. Sure. No, let's
My turn at last.
let's put a turret down.
You'll go
Here.
no further.
Oh, it's moving fast.
I'm so drained.
Wow, all that for 2 damage. Oh, goodness. Alright, some damage. Alright, let's take a look at the commander. Immune to stun, can attack twice per turn in succession, and a counterattack when hit by the enemy. He's no longer stunned. These guys are bleeding.
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll need a rescue bullet here. Like so. Do I do that now? Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You have my thanks.
Alright, this is getting out of hand really fast. Let's use our special attack here.
Kneel before me.
Uzuki Apocalypse. Consume voltage to activate special attack and inflict stun on user. Set Karura Bomb. Okay.
Let's get to the killing.
You inflict stun on user, but we're not going to be able to stun the commander. This does 6 damage.
Good to go.
There's Takumi's one. Crimson Assault. So give us 3 AP. What about
Let
you?
us begin.
Susano's Wrath. That's like a checkered pattern. Not quite what I'm looking for here.
I can't wait.
Twilight Atrocity. That's only 2 AP. 3 AP. 4 AP if we do this. And we hit the commander. I think this is a given.
I'll kill them all.
I should have done this before healing, because then we could have cured his stun. Oh. You live and you learn.
I'm dead tired.
I imagine so. Okay. Takes care of
Onward.
that. Could go here. Really need to
You've
start
left
clearing out these
yourself open.
ads. Good. What's next?
2 arms.
Let's go.
2 arms, yeah. Most of us do have 2 arms. Impact stab, is that what we're after here? I really like this attack, but I need something heavy hitting against this boss.
Make way!
I do have strategic materials. Maybe we need to make use of them some more. Defense potion, agility potion, attack potion. Might need to start using those.
I've got this.
Side slash here. Do it.
There.
Okay. Then I want
Let us begin.
Jumanji slash. Can I can't quite get this damn thing. Oh, there we are. Only 2 damage. I was hoping for a little bit more.
Let's do this.
Might as well just impact stab it twice, you know?
That's it.
Oh, there's its armor.
Good to go.
But we can kill it anyway.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, our voltage is back.
I'm prepped and ready.
Can you fire it again?
Kneel before me!
Now the thing is, these bombs, what do I do with them? Do I just plot them in the way? I don't quite know how they work yet. Let me...
Time for action.
Risky bullet. I mean, he doesn't have any ailments, so I'm happy
Let's
to just
go.
go defensive stance here. And then move.
Not gonna cut it.
Cool.
Ready when you are.
Comes an assault. Over here.
Gotcha.
I don't know if we are going to be able to reach with our rescue bullet.
I'm prepped and ready.
I was hoping to get all of them, but obviously that's just being greedy. Okay.
Leave it to me.
I really hate... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, do that.
My apologies.
That's a free attack.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Rescue bullet. Talk! Taki! Why are you just so far away? So close. That's because I need her to move one more step. Because she's fatigued. Okay. If only I'd moved him over here.
Locked and loaded.
What do I want to do? Do I just save my turn here? Let's end our turn. No, wait. Let's
Whenever you're ready,
heal.
I'll patch you up.
I owe you one.
Get rid of that stun as well.
Indebted to you.
Oh. You also get healed too? Neat.
I'm good to go.
How do we want to do
Make
this?
way!
We're not going to get stunned, so there's no point in doing that. Do we just make another turret, like back here?
Unsightly beast!
Alright. Okay, we had armor, so that's fine. Jeez. Nice, okay, okay. Stun and bleed.
I've got this.
Yeah, we're gonna need a rescue bullet this side for sure. Let's do this.
I've got you.
I owe you.
2 arms.
We've got a lone enemy over here, so that's, you know, for free, right? So is this.
Hiya! Let us begin.
Do this one now.
You've left yourself open. My apologies. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do side slashes ×2.
Take that! Good to go.
One more.
All right.
Okay.
Time for me to move.
Now let's start focusing down this guy.
Let's do this.
Onward!
I've got this.
Side slash over here.
Leave it to me.
He's technically alone, but we can't quite make it there.
My turn.
Impact stab.
Take this.
Alright. Cleared most of the extra enemies. We just need to focus on the commander now. Sweet, we've got our voltage up. Full. Am I better off boosting my attack here?
Let's do this. I've got this. This should do it.
Let's put our potion on. So I'll make the most of it. That's +7.
Let's do this.
I could stab it a few times if I attack boost again. Right? How much
Here we go.
does this do for... I could do like 8. We'll get attacked every time though, so we'll need a heal. Okay, let's
Ready when you are.
attack boost.
Not bad. I've got this.
Impact stab. Our turret's gone.
Let's go.
Impact stab again. Alright, and then we'll...
Ready as I'll ever be.
Wait, no. Actually,
Ready when you are.
I can gain armor +3. Is that what I want?
Here we go.
Let's
Time
do
to
it.
use it.
And then we'll stab it again.
Good to go. That's
Cool. It'll die in the next turn, right? Yep, it's over.
Let's do this.
Impact stab. I gotta prove myself. I gotta do it right in front of Nozomi. Look how cool I
I'm
am.
not done yet.
See? God, I'm such a badass. You win. How we looking? Ooh. Who's gonna exterminate this time? Alright. I am keen to share the love. Nozomi is unable to control her hemo anima and cannot deal the finishing blow. Alright, well that made sense. I think it's about time we got something out of this. Don't you? But then we got a bunch of new characters here.
I will claim this one.
Go for it. Ugh. I really want to see like everyone's animations. I'm not going to think strategically about this.
This is it. It is done.
All right. Another soul for your sword. Extermination complete. Do I get my S rank? It's like expected at this point. Kyoshika Magadori's Hemo Anima was boosted. Special attack +1. Voltage gain +10%. 8 turns. Not bad defense rate. Lovely.